If you have to replace a caliper, a brake hose, a brake line, a master cylinder, or you open up that brake system anywhere, you're going to have to bleed it. Welcome to this AMSOIL Tech Tip. We're talking about bleeding the brakes. And there's plenty of ways that you can do it. You can do it with manual bleeding, which takes 2 people, pump, 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 kind of press it down, open the bleeders. Vacuum bleeder, which is a shop source of air here that creates a vacuum and pulls it from the top down. And pressure bleeding, where you can put clean fluid at the top and shove it through. Clean fluid and good fluid like AMSOIL. Make sure you're using the best. Better yet, I can show you those 3 ways in action. First one is gravity bleeding. Now gravity bleeding's easy. Make sure your master cylinder's topped off. Just open up the bleeder and let it drip, but you can only do 1 wheel at a time. Manual, I mentioned, you got 2 people. Someone's gonna be up in the car, pump, pump, pump. Once he pumps, he's holding the brake pedal. Once he's holding the brake pedal, you're gonna go ahead and open up the bleeder and it's gonna force the air down the system. After that, you can do vacuum bleeding. That takes a shop air supply, plug it to the vacuum bleeder. Once you do that, you put it on your bleeder, open up your bleeder, and you're creating a vacuum. So you're pulling the fluid from the master cylinder all the way down to the container. Last but not least, you can do pressure bleeding. Now, pressure bleeding uses clean brake fluid. You put it in the container. Once you put it in the container, you take an adapter and you put it on top of the master cylinder. When you do that, you're just forcing clean brake fluid up through it and through the system. Len, air in a brake system's a problem, but also people don't realize if you open up any part of the coolant system on a car, you're gonna have to bleed it because the radiators today are low and the engine's high. That air in there is gonna cause problems. It's also gonna wreak havoc on coolant.
It is, because once again, when you have less coolant or you have a hot spot, it can create problems, puts more stress on the cooling system in general. But I think what gets people is, what am I supposed to put in there, right? It's not just grab a bottle of the green stuff and pour it in your vehicle anymore. As aluminum has become more prevalent, different fluxes are being used to build radiators, aluminum radiators. It's the question of compatibility that plays into it. So what do I use? How do I match the color? Well, at AMSOIL, we've made it nice and easy. We've got a heavy duty, we've got a passenger car. They're compatible with pretty much anything on the market, and we say that right on the bottle. More importantly, they're 50-50 premix. Some people say, well, I don't want to buy a half a gallon of water. Well, what I say at that point generally is water is a huge variable. Depending on where you get it from, there could be contaminants in there that could create corrosion. Aluminum is way more susceptible to corrosion, as you know, than the old cast iron blocks and heads of yesteryear.
Yeah, and if you don't know what you're putting in your car, no worries. Just go to AMSOIL.com, type your year, make, and model in. It'll show you what coolant, what oil, what transmission fluid, whatever you need. Just visit them at AMSOIL.com.